Alright people, welcome back to Nic On The Streets. Today we're heading down to Capitol Hill, neighborhood of Denver known for its eclectic brownstone mansions, coffee shops, and most of all, interesting questions. Let's get into it. This is Nic On The Streets. It's Nic On The Streets. So, what's the craziest thing you've experienced in Denver so far? Like, just your craziest Denver story?
I'm a native here. Probably like all of the homeless colonies like popping up around.
That's the craziest experience?
Well, like, because of that, like, I almost got killed over there by the river.
Oh.
South Platte. Yeah, it's fucking crazy down there.
There's a big one by South Platte?
Yeah, there's a lot of, like, killings down there. They don't really talk about them.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It's kind of
So that was your craziest experience?
Yeah, almost getting killed down there.
Wow.
I mean, I've been through other things, but...
That's definitely the craziest.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here you go. Here's a $1 off any comic. And thanks for answering that question. It's very interesting.
Hell yeah.
South Platte. Okay. So the question is, what's the craziest experience you've had in Denver?
Craziest experience in Denver?
Yeah.
That's a good question.
Like your craziest Denver story about something that happened.
Something that happened that was crazy.
Yeah.
That's a really hard question for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't feel like Denver's all that crazy a town.
It's not. It's kind of mundane.
It's pretty mundane.
Yeah, there isn't. Yeah.
Seeing people who are experiencing mental illness, but I'm not going to call that crazy.
Yeah.
So
the question is, what's the craziest experience you've had in Denver, just in general? Like, what's the craziest Denver story you got?
The craziest Denver story I got, man, hey, if I was to be honest, the thing that hit me first was I actually got robbed.
Oh, you did?
I don't think it's, I don't know, I think it's good and it's, for the most part, safe, but, I think the craziest story is I was just walking home one night and I literally just got mugged and got a nice Versace watch, but I replaced it with a cheaper one. I got robbed. Because I was stupid and high.
Oh, because you're high. Yeah.
There's a lot of pot smokers here, so.
Yeah, lots of that.
I probably took advantage of because I was high. But
okay, well.
That was crazy. I got bugged though. I got mugged. I thought I was all friendly and.
Whereby?
I was what was it, like 12?
12?
12th and 13th. 12th and. I want to say Corona.
Oh, Corona. Okay. Well, here you go. $1 off any comic you want, and thanks for that interesting story. Okay. So the question is, Teachy, what's your craziest Denver experience? What's the craziest story you got here in Denver?
The other night there was like a random old lady just laying in his guest bedroom, and we had no idea how she had gotten in.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
We had to call 911. It was pretty hectic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that sounds
like
pretty crazy.
White, barely any hair. It was all white. It was like tucked in.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That was the most recent.
Same for you?
I'd pretty much be the same story.
That does sound like a pretty crazy story.
It was a wild night.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here you go. Free $1 off any comic, and that's an interesting story.
All right.
Never heard that one before. All right, great.
my personal craziest experience was I worked years ago when Denver was rebuilding itself and rebranding.
Right.
I did some work downtown.
Yeah.
On the McNichols building.
Oh, the
as a
McNichols.
construction worker.
Yeah.
Down that way.
Yeah.
And then years later, as an artist, I got to have art hung in there. That was a pretty crazy Denver experience for me. Like having worked on the building, doing construction, and then years later putting art on the walls.
Yeah, that is kind of a coincidence.
It was pretty.
But other than that, Denver is pretty mundane compared to like other cities.
Yeah, pretty chill.
Okay. All right. Well, here's $1 off any comic, and thanks for answering the question. That is pretty crazy. McNichols?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Alright, well that's it for this week's installment, or this month's installment, or this year's installment, or whatever, of Nic on the Streets. We got some pretty crazy answers from a wide variety of respondents, and if you didn't get to answer this time, then stay tuned, because it might be coming to your neighborhood next, so keep an eye open, because you never know when it's going to be Nic on the Streets. It's Nic on the Streets.